All right, George Wills here, NewsNation senior political contributor, Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist for The Washington Post. Is this the first time you've ever had an intro soundbite from Jon Stewart?
Exactly.
All right, there we go. Have Democrats given Donald Trump, and more accurately, precisely, has Joe Biden given Donald Trump an opportunity?
I think we have to make a distinction between what Trump has done and what Biden has done. Trump has pardoned people who unquestionably committed crimes, violent crimes against law enforcement officials. The very people who, people like Ted Cruz and Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina said, whatever else you do, you don't do that. Well, he did it anyway.
Even J.D. Vance said he wasn't going to do it.
And what Biden has done is violence to the English language. When you have a pardon, but you're not pardoning someone for anything specific, when you have a non-specific pardon, what are you doing? You're not pardoning someone, you're immunizing them against something that might come down the pike at them, hence his family. Hence, we'll take Dr. Fauci. What Fauci had to worry about was that Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky, who now chairs a committee and can hold hearings as he wishes, believes that he was lied to under oath by Fauci, who said the United States never funded gain-of-function research of the sort that might have produced the COVID pandemic. These are very different things.
I get that they are different things, but the idea of Joe Biden pardoning his family and others, it seems to me, offers Donald Trump a lot more latitude when it comes to these things. It started, the day starts with pardons of Joe Biden's family. It ends with the January 6th pardons. But also, Trump has the ability to say, I was persecuted. I believe these people were persecuted. He has a reason of being able to, of saying he wants to pardon the January 6th people, where it seems to me that Joe Biden's pardoning of Fauci and of Liz Cheney and of a lot of other people was much more of saying, I'm worried about what might come out.
So you're saying it sounds like a kind of a preemptive cover-up?
Yes.
Well, what Donald Trump was persecuted for, it's not clear. He did not use bear spray and flagpoles.
The violence part is a different one. That's a fair point. Speaking of the moral high ground in Washington, one of the highest points in Washington is the Washington Cathedral, where President Trump and Vice President Vance were. I've never seen anything like this. I don't know if you have, where the bishop started lecturing the president and the vice president. Take a listen.
I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families, some who fear for their lives.
All right. I always like to just sort of flip it around. If there had been a Catholic priest who, on Joe Biden's first day in office, had lectured him about abortion, would the reaction be any different?
Considerably different, yes, because that's an explicit political issue. Preaching mercy to people who are scared, that's a kind of anodyne, and I don't think anyone particularly cares about that.
On immigration, too.
The National Cathedral literally is the high ground in Washington. It's called Mount St. Albans. But the important thing, it seems to me, is when the country, you're a long-haul truck driver, and you're having breakfast on the truck stop out on the interstate, and you look at the TV and it says, Biden pardons X number of people and Trump pardons X number of people. What the American people hear is, wow, there are a lot of people in Washington who've done things they need to be pardoned for.
Well, that's perhaps something that everybody in Washington could agree on.
Yes.
It's good to see you, Mr. Will. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.